So now Boston is minus 400 to win it all. That's based on $100 bet. For if you guys don't know the terminology, you have to bet 400 to win 100 if you're going to bet Boston to be the NBA champion from here on out. Whereas the Mavericks are getting plus 310. So if you bet $100, you can more than triple your money on Dallas to come back and win the NBA title. So currently, the Celtics are in the driver's seat. Obviously, they won 107-89 on Thursday to take Game 1 convincingly, winning their 8th consecutive postseason game. And they rode their experience. We kind of knew that Boston had more experience than Dallas in this situation, even though Jason Kidd has more finals experience than counterpart Joe Mazzulla. But it was the passion that really stood out, and the lack of it from a Dallas squad that does have members on its team who have been in the NBA Finals. Obviously, Kyrie Irving is an NBA champion, but Derrick Jones Jr. has participated with the Miami Heat. And besides Kidd, Luka Doncic has played basketball for keeps at the highest levels outside of the NBA, both in the Olympics and at Eurobasket, and has done so since he was a teenager. So it was surprising to see his lack of fire early on. And yeah, people might look at the 30 points and 10 rebounds and say Luka had a good game. Certainly, I saw Jaylen Brown said they have to do a better job on him. But holding him to 1 assist, which is a career low for him in any game that he's played over 35 minutes in, was a major factor in why the Mavericks couldn't get anything going. Doncic asked out of the game when it was 24-18, about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And apparently something had been bothering him. And by the time he came back to start the second quarter, the score was 37-20. And about the only bet that Mavericks backers were able to cash on Thursday night were that Dallas getting the 15 points first. So Boston got to 20 first. Boston won the first quarter. Boston obviously won the first half and the full game and really dominated. And Kristaps Porzingis came in and was dominant. Something that probably nobody saw coming, because he himself did not know what he would have to offer after missing over 5 weeks of action. And he came off the bench for just the second time in his entire career at the 7:17 mark, with the Celtics up 12-11. Like I said, Dallas got to 15 first, and then Porzingis took over. And even with Doncic in the game for a few minutes while KP was out there, Porzingis drew a foul on him. He had 11 first quarter points and a couple of blocks, including a defiant one on Green when he tried to dunk on him, that basically told everybody, hey, I'm much better and healthier than anybody anticipated, including myself. In all, Porzingis had 20.6 rebounds and 3 blocks in just 21 minutes of action coming off the bench. Al Horford did a fantastic job and maintained continuity in the starting and sticking in the starting lineup. And I think he'll start again on Sunday night. So no more first quarter or first to 20 bets from me, because that's what I was counting on, getting Dallas off to a strong start here, is Porzingis being in that starting lineup and guys going out of their way to cater to him. He came out aggressively and did his thing. And from Doncic, he's got to be a better creator in this game too. Again, just 1 assist, and his number for game 2 is 8.5, and it's juiced heavily to the under at minus 135. You can get plus money at over 8.5. And we'll see if the strategy remains the same for Boston. I don't know why Mazzulla would deviate in terms of playing him one-on-one with guys like Drew Holiday and Derek White at the top of the key, and then Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and their ability to switch over to him and bother him with their athleticism, and obviously Porzingis and Horford in the mix to stop him at the paint. PJ Washington is somebody that I really like in terms of game 2. He had 14 points and 8 rebounds and played 36 minutes, right there with Irving and Doncic among the top 3 for Dallas. So it's key and evident that Jason Kidd really trusts Washington as his number 3 guy. So I think we'll see more from PJ in this game 2. He's got to be more aggressive because if they're singling Doncic, That means that he's got to take advantage of his matchups and give them a lot more than he did, even though he was solid in game one. He's got to be a game changer for Dallas to even this series and be competitive in game two. Obviously, they need more from Kyrie Irving as well. Irving with his worst game in weeks. And Irving has had low scoring games in this postseason, but he found ways to be a contributor, even in games against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where he scored 9 points and he scored 11 points. He was a willing distributor. He had double-digit assists in one of those games, had 9 assists in another, played great defense. All of that was absent in game one of the NBA Finals, and missed some wide open three-pointers. I think if he gets those again, he would hit them. So Irving over 2.5 three-pointers is something to look at in this game too. That's plus 105 after he went 0 for 3 from three-point range in game one. I mean, he's a 90% free throw shooter. They got no free throw attempts in game one. So clearly, Irving has to look in the mirror and be more aggressive in giving Luka Doncic help. Doncic will have more assists. I'm not sure that he'll get to 8.5, though, given Boston's strategy. So I would bet the under on that. And I love P.J. Washington over 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I think that's stealing. He clearly got that already with Dallas playing a down game one, and I think he steps up in a huge way in game two, whether the Mavericks are able to win or not. Other combo I like from the Boston Celtics standpoint is Jaylen Brown at over 32.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I like Al Horford over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists, considering that I don't think Porzingis can play any better than he did in game one. And Horford still got his, started the game, protected the rim. So I think he'll be out there, and 17.5 points and rebounds and assists, considering he moves the ball well, is certainly manageable if he plays 22 to 25 minutes. In the MVP race, Jason Tatum, still your finals MVP favorite at plus 120. I wouldn't touch that at all. He was in the minus 110 to minus 120 range entering this series. Luka Doncic was at minus 190. He's now at plus 350. So if you like Dallas to get back in the series and ultimately win it, probably now is the time to ride Doncic. Although if Boston takes care of business, even if they don't cover in game two, keep in mind that a series never starts until the team that is at home loses on its own court. You know, it's cliche, but it's absolutely true in the NBA. So Dallas, even if they were down 0-2, would be going home, and they would have better odds to both win the title and for Doncic to win MVP. My choice that you should hop in on right now to win NBA Finals MVP is Jaylen Brown. I think he's in the driver's seat, despite Porzingis being the guy everybody's talking about after game one. Jaylen Brown is now at plus 310. 3 blocks and 3 steals in addition to his scoring and rebounding in game one. I thought he was the most effective Celtic in terms of guys that will continue to do what he does going forward. Eastern Conference Finals MVP, nobody saw coming. He's still being slept on as a Finals MVP at potentially tripling your investment. I think Jaylen Brown is the way to go. 2 long shots, though, to talk about. Kyrie Irving, plus 4,500. If he is able to find his fire and his production. I mean, he's a guy that scored 30 or more points in 3 games against the Minnesota Timberwolves to put them away. You can buy low and on him right now and potentially cash in big at plus 4,500. And on the Boston Celtics side, the plus-minus leader for game one of the NBA Finals was Jrue Holiday, plus 20 in game one. He is at plus 12,000 to win NBA Finals MVP if he stays consistent and Boston continues to thrive due to a collective effort from their core. Then Holiday certainly would enter the conversation at 120 to 1. That's worth a sprinkling of pizza money. So the Boston Celtics -7 in game two is the number. I would still lean Dallas. I think they're going to be more competitive, even if the Celtics do go up 2-0. The total is at 214.5. We'll see what adjustments Jason Kidd and Luka Doncic make in terms of speeding the game up or potentially lowering possessions, because Boston at home seems to be more comfortable. Maybe they play a little more half court and we see an even lower scoring game. So the total right now is up in the air, but certainly I like PJ Washington's points, rebounds, and assists. I like Kyrie Irving to bounce back. and score over 23.5 is his number. And Al Horford and Jaylen Brown over points, rebounds, and assists. And I like the under on Doncic assists. So game 2 of the NBA Finals coming up your way on Sunday night. Invest any way you like, but certainly take heed of my information and do what you can with it. Hopefully it becomes profitable for you. I want you to smash that like button and subscribe to all our content here at Wager Talk TV. You can get a 3-day pass from me at $20 off by using coupon code TM30day. That's TM30DAY. Follow me on Twitter at Mejia Dinero with the spelling down there below. And be sure to check out my page for package deals and free picks at sm.buzz/TDM. Have a wonderful weekend and a profitable game 2 of the NBA Finals. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.